Hey Stitchers, Olivia B here, back with another Flosstube video. Yet again, it's been a while, a few months, but that's okay because that means I just have lots to show you. I'm going to show you some things I've finished, some things I'm working on, and some things I've bought. And yeah, let's just get right to it. I'm not going to give you a weather report. It's Northern California. It's, normal. And what else is there? Life. It's just nothing too exciting. I had my wisdom teeth pulled out. That went well. Glad that's over with. So let's just get right into it. All right, so finishes I've had. I'm gonna start with some FFOs. This is actually a finish and an FFO since I saw you last. This is Moonlit Garden by Blackbird Designs. I ordered a custom frame off of AmericanFrames.com. I just put in the measurements. I took the finished size and added an inch on both sides, and then it kind of usually takes about 1/8 to 1/4 inch, for the lip of the frame, and then just leave some space around. And I framed it myself, and I think it turned out okay. I could find problems with it, but I'm not going to bother. But yeah, I borrowed this pattern from my friend Michelle, and I loved stitching it. I love the colors. This is Cinnamon Stars 2, if you listen to my sister Elena. But like I said, it's actually Moonlight Garden. So yeah, there's that one. This one, Elena stitched for me. It's a Prairie Schooler, and I finished it into a pin cushion. I stuffed it with wood shavings. I used to say sawdust, but I don't know if when people say they stuff things with sawdust, if they're doing it with like dusty wood or if they're doing it with wood shavings. I think wood shavings. Really frustrating to try to stuff things with it. Takes me a long time, but I really like the feel of it. But I still have like a lot of practice to do. It's hard to get it in there. I don't know if there's some trick I'm missing. I just saw Joan and Kelly show this morning, and Joan was talking about it because she stuffs her stuff with sawdust, and it always looks amazing. So, but it sounds like it's still messy when she does it, so that's a good sign. I backed it with some wool, and I had cut the hole here, and then I just stitched it closed, and I was going to put like another piece of wool to cover it, but I kind of liked how it looked. I thought it was kind of cute. So I could always do that later if I decide I don't like it. But yes, thank you, Elena, for stitching that for me. So cute. And I like my little pin cushion. I had another piece that I finished and FFO'd, and that is Beggar's Night by Threadwork Primitives. This was a gift from my friend Maddie and her dog Hallie. And Maddie made these beautiful pins, these pumpkin pins. I also stuffed this one with the sawdust wood shavings, and I also backed it with wool, and then I sewed it shut, and then I kind of did these like wabi-sabi black stitches over it, because I kind of liked that too. And yeah, again, it's not stuffed as much as I'd want, but I have to learn, I need to practice. Both of these, I sewed some jute around the sides. Michael's or Joann's or somewhere after Halloween last year had some colored jute that was like 80% off or something, and I bought some, and then I just couched it on the borders. But yeah, I really love this. I love how it came out. I wish it was just a little fuller, but that's okay. So there we go. Okay, and then those are my FFOs, and then I had some stitched finishes. So the last thing I started, I had already started this in the last video. This is Goat Load by Plum Street Samplers. This was for Emily C's birthday sale. I finished that up. I didn't stitch the border, and I think I'm going to put this on the front of a project bag. So still need to do that. I need to pick what fabrics I want to go around it. I did this on a 32 count even weave dill that Stephanie from Liddy Stitches was talking about in her last video about the weird color this is. I bought this like 123 Stitch years and years ago as kind of like almost like a swatch to see what it came out with, and it definitely looks different on even weave than it does on linen. I finished Witch No More by Blackbird Designs. This is from the Sisters booklet. This is another Cinnamon Stars, according to Lena. Ends up I have a thing for houses and you know, star and moonlit skies. I don't know. I love them. I can stitch them over and over again. I love the colors in this one too. And I just got a frame for this from AmericanFrames.com again, and I'm going to frame it. Check out their website if you're interested in ordering custom frames online. You can get corner samples for a couple bucks, and then you can get just like a chunk of the frame that's not the corner. You can get those for free. Of course, you have to pay shipping. So I got several of those. I just waited until I was ready to order a frame from them so that I could get free shipping. But that was helpful. They don't have a ton of selection like pictureframes.com does. I'll have to try them one day, but I've liked them so far. And I just get no glass. I only order the frame and the foam core since they cut it down, and it's archival foam core and it's very inexpensive. So I just do that and then do the framing myself. So next time I'll have this frame to show you. And then I just finished Scary 2 by Plum Street Samplers. This was one of my Dark October starts. This is just my initials in the year. I'm gonna finish this like Vana does and put a little patch on the back. I'll probably put, I don't know if I'll put wool or cotton fabric on the back, but this will be a pin cushion too. This one's a little bigger. So those are my finishes. Okay, so this one is Halloween Barnyard by Not Forgotten Farm. There you go. I love this. It's adorable. This was a Dark October start for me. Look at the colors in the picture because that's not accurate. I'm stitching it in the called for DMC, and I love the colors that they actually are, much more than the picture. So here's where I'm at with that, working on the barn. So you can see it's much more red, coppery, and I'm enjoying that. So that's been fun. I need to finish that barn and do the rest of it, but I'm stitching this on a 36 count with 1/2. It's called November Haze. It's from Ship's Manor. This next one is Country House Sampler by Brenda Keys. I'll show you the pattern. That one. Still got it on the key snap here, but you can see everything within the key snap. So that's where I'm at. I'm stitching this one on even weave, a 25 count over 1. I'm kind of doing the house in spurts since it's a lot of fill-in, and I'm kind of on that second tier down there, and yeah, it's been good. I've discovered I don't love stitching 1/1. It's not difficult, but for some reason it's just not as enjoyable to me as stitching over 2. So I never seem to have spots of time where I work on this steady for a week or 2. I get kind of tired of stitching over 1, but it is really cute. This next one is Starry Night Sampler by City Stitcher. I'm stitching this as a Sal with Emily C. and Diana from It Is Kismet Stitches. Emily and I started this for our birthday month last year. And she asked me this year, you know, hey, you want to pull it out and we'll both work on it? I was like, yes, that's a perfect idea, because I actually had it like kind of in the back of my whips, and I didn't have immediate plans to work on it. And then once I started, I was really enjoying myself. The reason I had it in like the back was because I chose choosing my own colors for this. I mean, I'm going kind of by the same colors, but choosing my own threads, and I chose wrongly and had to do a lot of frogging. But it was good that I got it done with and now I'm back on track and enjoying it much more. So here's my city stitcher. Part of it is because I'm doing it on this dark blue fabric. This is Sampler Blue by Extra Designs, like my fave. This is going to be my Tom Petty tribute piece. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the colors I've chosen this time around. So yeah, Starry Night Sampler. Next up, we have the Winchester Mystery House by Debbie Patrick Designs. That's the chart right there. Beautiful. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count Lugana and Murky by Picture This Plus. I think it's Lugana. Yeah, it's even weave. And that's where I'm at this point. Say about a quarter of the way through. I've done some of the back stitching as I go. I'm enjoying that. I love watching it come together. She's amazing, Debbie Patrick. Next up is Blackbird Fractor by Plum Street Samplers. This is another dark October start. This is a gift from my friend Michelle. I love this chart. So beautiful. I love Plum Street. Jeez Louise. It's just such beautiful stuff. And here is where I'm at now. Got one of the birds done. There are a lot of stitching, but they come out beautifully. I'm working on that big flower. And I'm stitching this on a 40 count Zweigart in Stone Gray. Okay, my last Dark October piece that I've been working on since I saw you last is Jack's Bash by Plum Street Samplers. Love this one. Love the colors. I'm stitching this on another Extra Designs. I think it's Dark Sand. That's where I'm at, working on that beautiful border. All right, Big Red Ship of Life. Highlight on the big. This is the pattern. It's my working copy. It is charted all in red. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's big. I've been working on this for a couple years now, but I have worked on it since I saw you last. It is very wrinkly because it's been on a Q-snap, and it's a lot of fabric. I'm stitching this on 32 count, so it's extra big. I'm stitching this mostly in 498 from DMC, and it's just a cream linen from Charles Craft. And here's where I'm at. I am on page 8 of 16. So a few more years, I might just wrap this one up, but it's fun to stitch on. You know, motif by motif, and it's an easy stitch. It just takes a lot of time, but it's gonna be so awesome. And yeah, not much to say about that. Just love it. I gotta keep myself working on it here and there. And next time I work on it, next time I pull it out, I should finish up the first half of the piece. Okay, I had to let Dusty in so he can watch for cats through the window. All right, last one is Anne Ufendel by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Love this one. That's the chart. I'm stitching this in the called for materials. Been working away on it. And let's see, let me take off my needle minder. Here's where I'm at. Oh, I think a cat's been spotted. Please excuse the whining in the background if you can hear that. Yeah, so this is stitched on a 40 count Lakeside Linens in a Vera Swath Silks. I am past the halfway point on the border. I think the border's probably my favorite part of the sampler, or at least one of them, but it is a lot of stitching and a lot of time. So I go back and forth from the border to the insides, and yeah, it's coming together. I love it. I now have a million samplers I want to stitch, but I keep telling myself to focus on this for now because I want to hang it on my wall. Okay, next segment. See, I had to pull the hair back because we're about to get serious. We're moving on to haul, mixture haul and gifts. This is dedicated to John. It is time for, say it with me, haul. It's been a few months. You might, based on the step I saw, you might think it's been a few years, but so be it. I got to go to Stitch Shenanigans since I last saw you. That is where I got to meet Sue, John's mom. And according to Sue, John enjoys the haul call like I do. So that's for you, John. Thank you for appreciating it. So I went to Stitch Shenanigans. It was a retreat in Arizona that McKenna put on, and it was a lot of fun. It was a great location. I got to meet some awesome people. I got to hang out with some Flosstubers that I never got to meet in person before. I got to hang out with some Flosstubers that I have gotten to hang out with in the past. And best of all, my sister went with me. So we had a really good time. Thank you, McKenna. I will definitely be going to another Stitch Shenanigans in the future. But yeah, I got to meet some cool people. One person I got to meet was Brad from Stitch All the Things. He was there, like a celebrity, and that was awesome. And I got to meet his lovely wife. I think her name's Margaret. She was really lovely. She had nice hair. But I bring that up because she made me the most awesome project bag ever. Actually, her name's Christine, and she's amazing, and I love her. We all do. But check this out, you guys. It's one of Christine's famous glittery vinyl bags, and look at the gnomes. Oh my god, this bag is so happy. Look how perfect. Brad said don't tell her I told you this. He said he swears she sews every bag 3 times because she's a perfectionist. But look at how perfect everything is lined up. Like, that is so hard to do. But oh my god, this is beautiful. And I'm finally gonna put something in it now. I've kind of been saving it so I could show you the whole deal. It's even got a handle on it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Christine, if you see this, thank you so much. I absolutely adore this. It was so awesome to get to meet you and your lovely husband in person. I hope you're living it up in Oregon. So that was exciting. Gosh, you guys, there's such a pile. Okay. But these, oh my god, you're gonna die too. Speaking of gnomes, these are from Lisa, Kindred Stitcher. These are gonna be my salt and pepper shakers for Thanksgiving. Look at these guys. Oh my god. They are so cute. Thank you so much, Lisa. I had so much fun getting to hang out with Lisa and Lori from Textilist and Michelle from Farm Girl and Jen from Felicity Stitches. And there's a ton of others, like Jessica, Schoolhouse Stitcher, all these people. But I went with those ladies to the attic. They basically had to take me because I told them I wanted to go with them. And I think that I'm not gonna lie, that's probably my favorite part of the whole time, because shopping with like people who already enable you through Instagram and Flosstube, it's fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I said that. Okay. Some other gifts I'd like to show you. Well, this is a giveaway win. Trish, who was also at Stitch Shenanigans, I didn't realize. She was sitting with Christine, but I didn't realize she's the owner of Threads and Twine, which is a new needlework shop in Northern California, and she also has a website. And she does a contest every month. I'm holding this up. She has a contest, like a giveaway every month. So if you can make a wish list on her website, and every month she draws a wish list, like a winner from the people who have wish lists, and she picks a chart from your wish list and sends it to you. And I won, which was crazy. I never win giveaways. This is Quaker Gone Haunted by Michelle Inc. That came out at Market this year. It's awesome. Beautiful. So Trish, if you see this, thank you so much. And I highly encourage you guys to make wish lists. Because you could win an awesome chart. You don't get like a bunch of spam or anything by creating a wish list. So that was great. My friend Michelle, we exchanged Christmas gifts late, and she got me this beautiful chart, Quaker Christmas Sampler from Carriage House Samplings. I've had this on my wish list for a long time. It's beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. There might be other gifts buried in here. I've got a real mess, you guys. I got to hang out with Cheryl, the Wayside Stitcher, at Stitch Shenanigans, and she got me this beautiful bookmark. Books. Helping Introverts Avoid Conversation since 1454. Perfect. Thank you, Cheryl. It was so fun hanging out with you. And I'll be using this a lot. I read a lot these days. And then my friend Michelle, who gave me that chart for Christmas, also got me this for, I think this was a birthday. When we do get together, we usually end up having multiple gifts to give each other. But look, it's my first wool applique kit from Buttermilk Basin. How cute is that guy? I cannot wait to try this out. This one is called Old Jack, old with an E. And it's so cute. I'm so excited to cut it all down for you. That makes it so much easier. And then, Laura, my friend Laura Duet, sent me this card a while back. Laura, I put it in my drawer with all my Flosstube stuff, and that was probably months ago when I should have just contacted you directly and said thank you for the card. So please forgive me. That was horrible of me. But this card is so cool. This is a needlework press card. How cool is that? Thank you. Classy lady. Instead of commenting, she sent me a card to comment. And then Michelle from Farm Girl sent me 2 charts recently, which is so awesome. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. Sunflower Garden from Kathy Barrick. This chart is so beautiful. Diana from It Is Kismet is working on this, and it's gorgeous. Go check it out. And then the new Blackbird Designs Oh Joyous Day. I love this. It's different than their usual stuff. I like those big chunky flowers. I can't wait to stitch this. It's got some beautiful colors in it too. Thank you so much, Michelle. This doesn't get you off the hook for the haul video that you still owe all of us. Very excited for that. But this definitely helped heal my mouth after the surgery, so thank you. Okay. I think that's gifts, unless there's anything else mixed in this pile. Oh. Okay. Where do you even start? So I've done my usual, like, buying stuff like Stash Unload and stuff on Facebook, buying things on eBay here and there, and on top of that, I went to the attic. Again, so much fun. Just like when I went in November, I saved up so that I could just go and have a blast and buy what I wanted. And like I said, I went there with some of my biggest enablers, but it was a lot of fun. So you'll see what I got from there, but I think first we'll start with a few other random things. Market happened since the last time I saw you. Usually I'm pretty good with Market. I wait, and I kind of wait and let the hype die down a bit, because I know it's like real tempting to just go buy everything when it comes out. But aside from limited edition stuff, like, it's still going to be there in a few months. But I was totally into all the hype and watching it, and then Jen from Jen's Stitching Niche was like posting stuff in her shop from there, and I ended up buying 2 things. This is one of my favorites from Market, Mother Nature by Kathy Barrick. Kathy Barrick always gets me. Always, especially, and then at Market, she's always like the one I'm most excited for, I gotta say. I think this is beautiful. I was watching her video, being interviewed by Gary Parr for Fiber Talk, and she was saying this is her least favorite release at Market. I was like, that's crazy. I guess she didn't like the colors, and I might change them a bit, but this is so cute. And then the blue flower, I know they were like the big surprises here, but like Julie from Kansas City Girl in Colorado World, this one caught my eye. I love this. This is the color of winter. Look at all those flowers, the animals, the birds. I love that. It's gorgeous. So those are the 2 that I bought from Jen's Stitch Niche. And then Elena went to Vegas shortly after Market, and she went to Stitcher's Paradise, and she picked me up A Perfect World. I'm sure you've seen this before, but it says, in a perfect world, you would find me here with the birds and the flowers and the dogs and the deer. And that's like right up my alley. I gotta be honest, I don't think I'll stitch this. It is absolutely beautiful, but I know myself, and that black will just never get filled in. So I think I might skip the bottom layer. This is another beautiful chart. So that was Market, though since then I think I have bought one more, but I'll show you that in a bit. Other like online purchases, one I'd been keeping an eye out for, Heather from, God, I just blanked, Springfield Stitcher, is stitching this. It's so cute. It's Esmeralda's House by Bright Needle. Esmeralda's like a witchy lady, and this is her house. It's so cute. I have a thing for these Bright Needle houses. Very Victorian. I love these Tidewater Originals. I think this is really pretty, and this. They've got more in the back. The cable car. So yeah, love that. I found this one randomly, and I just couldn't resist it for a couple bucks, but I just think it's so cute. It's called Winter 1890 from the Gibson portfolio. That's the whole thing. It's just so cute. I love that. Oh, this came out for a good price, and I wanted this for so long. It's probably one of my favorite cross-stitch charts ever, and I didn't own it yet, but she's pretty good about like giving you warnings if something's gonna go out of print, so I never freaked out. But I finally got this. Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain by Kathy Barrick. It's not gonna be easy choosing which fabric to stitch it on, but this is just such a beautiful chart. So I'm glad I finally have that. Let's see, that's from the attic. Let's see, just recently I purchased It's Halloween by Foxwood Crossings and Without a Mouse by Blackbird Designs. Okay, Kitten Stitcher had a sale, 18% off sale for her anniversary, and I bought 3 charts. Gregory in the Garden by Kathy Barrick. I love Kathy Barrick birds, and she retired this one recently, and I totally missed out on it in her shop, but Kitten Stitcher had it, so I picked it up there. This one that's been on my wish list for a very long time, I finally picked it up. It's the Brenda Gervais Francis Poole. Love the colors. I really enjoy samplers that don't have a verse, too. I appreciate that. And this one doesn't even have an alphabet. Oh wait, no, it does. It does have an alphabet. It's small. That's okay. I'll stitch it. I'm a big girl. And I also picked up at our shop Mary Ann Farmer 1834. My friend Laura DeWitt is stitching this. I want to say I bought it because of her, but actually I think I had just ordered it and then saw her stitching it, so I must have seen someone else stitching it before that. But I think that's beautiful. Love the colors. This one doesn't have an alphabet or a verse. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. Oh, when I made that order with Jen's Stitch Niche, I also got Mercy Goodheart Sampler by Shakespeare's Peddler. She had this on clearance, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. What else? That's attic. Okay. So I finally got one of my unicorns. This has been a unicorn for a long time. This is, I think it's called Strawberry Sampler, but it's by Catherine Theron from Theron Traditions, and it was in the old Fine Lines magazine. And I love that. Here's the annoying thing. It was over 4 issues of the magazine, and this magazine is not in print anymore. So there is a guy on eBay that sells the 4 issues, but the first one is a photocopy. It's like a color copy. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have no problem with if someone wants to stitch this and they only have 3 issues and the other one is a color copy. To me, that's not that big a deal. It's out of print. Like, this magazine, the designer, they're not getting the money. I don't want to start any kind of drama or argument, but since I do make Flosstube videos, and if I stitch this, when I stitch this, I'm already trying to kit it up. When I stitch this, I want to be able to show it. I don't want to have to like defend myself or anything, and I have plenty of charts anyway, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna wait, and hopefully one day I'll come across the issues I need. So I was on Stash and Load one day, and someone had the actual first issue for sale, and I nabbed it. And then that guy still had that set available, and so I bought his set, so I had the color copy, which I won't use, I'll use as like a working copy, and then the 3 other issues. I really love this chart, so I went to that trouble, and I really hope to stitch it soon. The strawberries are in Mulberry by Gentle Arts, which is like one of my favorite flosses, but I want something a little brighter, so I might do it just because it's strawberries. So I might stitch those in Schoolhouse Red, but these are the other colors that are in it, and I just need to choose a fabric. But I'm excited to own those. All right. Oh, I'll tell you those issue numbers just in case you're interested. Summer 1999, Fall 1999, Winter 2000, and Spring 2000. Okay. So, I got a promotion at work and a raise, which is very exciting. And to celebrate that, I decided that I was going to finally make a purchase from the Scarlet Letter. They have one chart that I have wanted for years, and both times I've been to the attic, I've looked for it, but they didn't have it. And you can buy this online. The best price is on Scarlet Letter's website, though beware, I found out they do have pretty expensive shipping, so it kind of evens out. But that chart is Sarah Dutnell, 1818. This is my favorite. I love it. This is another sampler that does not have an alphabet or verse, but I love Tree of Life pieces. And this one has a beautiful one, and I love the colors. So I got it. I've pulled the DMC colors, these kind of browns and greens, golds. I don't know yet if I will stitch it in the DMC conversion or if I will try to, over time, kit it up in the Aversois silks that it calls for. Because I have learned that the Aversois silks compared to DMC are a bit shinier and fluffier. So I do think it would look beautiful. So maybe I'll save up to do that over time. But while I'm showing you that, I want to show you that I bought fabric for it while I was at Needle and Haystack last time. I'm going to stitch it on Vintage Cedar Plank by Lakeside Linens on a 40 count. I don't know how good you can see fabric in this light, but it's beautiful. So you can see it's kind of on a light, looks like light gray in that picture. So it's kind of close to that, but it's just a beautiful piece of fabric. So I'm very excited for that, and I'm really happy to finally own that. But you know how it goes. You can't like expect a chart to travel alone. And if I'm already paying the shipping, I decided to get 2 more. I think I fell in love with this one because of Rebecca from Hedgerow Stitching. She's kind of like Madame Scarlet Letter anyway. This is Anne Grimshaw, though I'm sure you've seen other people. In fact, Kitten Stitcher just did kind of a whip parade, and she has this as a whip. It's just beautiful. One color. I can't wait to stitch this one too. Kind of itching to start that as well. Itching to start a lot of things. I haven't started anything since you last saw me, but I'm also not itching. Like I really like making progress on my current whips, and I have a lot of them right now, which I don't have a problem with. It doesn't make me anxious or anything. It's kind of nice to have so many to choose from without having to go to the trouble of starting something. But now I have these beautiful purchases from the attic, and you know, I want to be stitching those as well. So we'll see. For now, I'm just trying to keep steady with the progress. I bought one more chart with those, which is Sarah Tatum 1800. This is another Quaker pattern, and I don't know, it just caught my eye. I really like it. It's pretty. It's kind of made for a variety of colors. And yeah, one day. Oh, this was another, I have a couple more to go back to the like stash and loading sites on Facebook type deal. This is Love Letters from Stacy Nash. This is a booklet with a variety of patterns in that. If you need to know, if you want to know specifics, you can let me know, and I'll show that next video whenever that may happen. And then this is, I don't usually stitch Little House Needleworks, no problem with them. They're just not usually they don't pull my attention as much, but this one has been on my wish list for years, and this is the Elizabeth Hancock sampler. So when I saw it come up for a price I couldn't say no to, and I was like, I'm getting that one. That one's pretty. It's this I Sigh Not for Beauty verse. That's the original sampler. So yeah, excited to get that one. Okay, so I'm going to show you some stuff I bought at the attic, and then I'm going to show you some stuff with those things that I bought at Needle in a Haystack. So I went to the attic, and when I went to the attic, I brought a couple charts that I had bought at the attic back in November, so that I could buy the threads for them. And then when I went to, we did a NorCal Stitchers meetup recently at Needle in a Haystack, and I bought fabric to go with some of these. So first I'll show you some that I bought that are just charts. This is Needleworker Sampler by Brenda Gervais. Love that one. Carolyn from Stash Sisters, she stitched this, and she stitched it tiny, and it's so pretty. There's other people out there stitching it. Really cute. And then I always loved this one. This is the Candlestick Maker Sampler from Brenda Gervais. This is an older one. There's also a Beekeeper Sampler that looks similar. But those are the only two in the series. I'm just guessing since they're from a while ago, she's probably not gonna... That's probably it, but, you know, if you have... maybe we could start a petition or something. I don't know. I mean, we could do like a shoemaker, or a baker would be good. Anyway, I love these. They're so cute. I wish she did a whole line of them. Maybe one day she'll go back. I don't know. Okay. I got these wonderful needlework labels from Kathy Barrick. They're really cute. These are the Dogs in Early Folk Art series. She's also got one with cats. And there's another one, I think, maybe kids. And then Stephanie from Lindy Stitches came out with some labels at Market. I need to get my hands on those too. These are awesome. For the framed pieces that I just showed you a little while ago, I just written on the paper in the back, but I love those stickers. And then I got this one I eyed when I was there at the attic the last time, but I didn't buy it, and so I bought it this time. This is Sarah Elizabeth Brooke, 1842, Scarlet House. Very pretty. Got myself quite the Scarlet House collection now. Speaking of which, this was a Market release, and I finally bought it. This is Black Dog Sampler by Scarlet House. I think this is so pretty. I had some of the Glorianas, and then I bought the last few I needed when I went to Needle in a Haystack. I'll show you those colors. They're very fun, vibrant colors. Pretty. Another one I would love to start. But yeah, I thought that was really cute. She came out with a lot of cute dog pieces at Market. Okay, at the attic, I bought a piece of vintage buttercream 40 count from Lakeside Linens. I think I'm going to use this for Forgiveness by Exemplar Dames. So pretty. Oh my gosh. There's so many pretty fabrics. So does Needle in a Haystack, by the way. She has so many beautiful fabrics, so many Lakeside Linens too, and she has a great website if you're interested. I don't work for Kathy at Needle in a Haystack. I'm just an admirer. I love that shop. And I know she does good online business because she's very organized. Okay, so Luz Gonzalez, 1851. This was a gift from my friend Laura, who I mentioned a couple times. Hi, Laura. It's just so gorgeous. She gifted this to me a while back, and I've just, for so long, I've been wanting to stitch it. So I decided that when I went to the attic, I would buy the beautiful silks for it. They have this as a model there, by the way. It's gorgeous. These are the silks. So colorful. Look at those. My friend Sue got them too. We were enabling each other. Sue, I think we just stitch it. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then when I was at Needle and Haystack, I bought fabric for it. This is Lakeside Linens Light Exemplar. It's very pretty. Here's the, yeah, just a nice little background for all the color. My friend Maddie insists that this will be my next start, and I don't usually say no to her. So, that will likely be my next start. It's really exciting. It's like some specialty stitching up here, but they have these great pictures, and I can't wait. Okay. Possibly my favorite market release was, same as Julie McConnell's, English Garden. My Sampler's Not Forgotten. This is so beautiful. I still have to collect all the threads. Lisa from Kindred Stitcher started this at Stitch Nanigans, and it is gorgeous. But I bought fabric for it. And it is, I'm going to stitch it on a 46 count. I find this calls for all weeks dye work, because I find them to be a little thinner, so I thought that'd be good on 46 count. This is Lakeside Linen's Overcast, which is a light gray. It doesn't really look like anything there, but it's really pretty. You can see why I'm itching to start a lot of samplers. Okay, and then Harriet Taylor 1842 was a sampler that I bought in November at the attic. Angela, can we please start this soon? Waiting on you. No pressure. So when I went back to the attic, I decided to buy the silks. Yeah. Carolyn at the attic / Stash Sisters calls this Princess Floss. That's what she calls silks. She is both a bad influence and a good influence, but the colors were so pretty. Ooh, hello, beautiful. Yeah, so really excited for that. And then I bought the fabric at Needle in a Haystack. I'm going to stitch this on Vintage Pearled Barley in a 40 count, Lakeside Linens. Ooh, it's so moody. Yeah. Right? Can't really tell, but I like that kind of moody sky for it. So excited. Okay, and then the last one, shout out to my Biedermeier bitches. This is an 1840 Biedermeier sampler from Needlework Press. Bought this at the attic, because I can't tell if it's being blurry. There we go. That's gorgeous. That's the original right there. This is kind of a drawing of it. It's beautiful. A bunch of us bought this, and a beautiful fabric they had there, which a lot of us bought as well. This is a 46 count. This is Lakeside Linens Vintage Tundra. And that's what I plan to stitch it on. So that's the chart. And then I bought the Bell Swaths to go with it. And they're beautiful. Just a little bit with that bright blue only has a few stitches in it. But the rest are soft colors. And several ladies got the silks in the chart and the fabric, and I'm hoping that one of them is going to force me into a sow. I'm not going to force them into sow because I'm being good and not starting new things, but if they said that we had to start it, we'll probably start it. So yeah, that, guys, is my haul. I know, crazy, but in a wonderful way. Don't worry, I'm doing just fine. I'm not in any trouble. I don't owe any, like, I don't know, what would that be, like, cross-stitch sharks? Thank you for sticking with me through that. Yes, so yeah, like I said, nothing exciting in life, but lots of exciting stuff in cross-stitch. I hope everyone who went to a StitchCon this weekend had a great time. I hope all of you that didn't go don't have horrible FOMO. And I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you as always for watching. I truly appreciate it. It's so nice of you to take the time. And hopefully I won't take as long next time, but you know, I always do. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great day.